Hi guys and girls, I'm Obsidian Ant and welcome to 3304. This is where I take a look at the news and happenings in and around Elite Dangerous. In today's episode, Frontier announced they're going to be ending support of Elite Dangerous on the Mac. Ghost Draft looks at when worlds collide. And will the Thargoids finally arrive in the Sol system? Frontier have announced that they will be ending support of Elite Dangerous for the Mac, and that this will be happening with Chapter 4 of the update for Beyond. The reason for this is due to the fact that Apple does not support the compute shaders on their OS, and these are essential for Horizons. Unfortunately, this means that Elite Dangerous will no longer work or be accessible on Macs. At the moment, there's no release date for Chapter 4, and Elite will continue to work until that release. Now, as Horizons requires compute shaders for access to planetary surfaces, but as the vanilla version of the game doesn't have landable planets, it's really left open to question on specifics as to why the Mac will no longer function with Chapter 4. Speculation is open to various ideas then, with some people suggesting that Horizons and the vanilla version of Elite may well be bundled together and that there will no longer be separate versions of the game. Another thought is that the lighting and visual updates coming in Chapter 4 would force both versions of the game to be incompatible with the Mac. Either way though, Frontier have given around 6 months notification of these upcoming changes. And whilst the Mac version of Elite will no longer work, it will still be possible to access your account through Boot Camp or through the PC version of the game. The question of refunds has been raised, and Frontier have said they will deal with refund requests on a case-by-case basis, and that anyone wanting information on this should open a support ticket. The Mac version of Elite Dangerous released at the end of 2015, nearly a full year after the release of the PC version. By now, Ghost Draft is known for producing exceptional videos, and their recent video covers the collision of two moons in the Kylo Astley system. This is an event spawned in the game due to a bug in the Stellar Forge system and was first noticed quite some time back. Now, Ghost Draft not only covers the subject in great detail, but also highlights a real-world example of a very similar scenario currently unfolding within our very own star system. Two moons of Saturn, Epimetheus and Janus, share a very similar orbital path to each other, and the result of what happens when they meet is very interesting. Now, I won't go into details here, but I will instead allow you to go and check out the video for the full details. As well as being extremely educational, it's a most fascinating watch, and you can see the link in the video description below. Whilst Elite doesn't have anything in the way of pay to win on the Frontier store, they do have a whole ton of cosmetic items. Unfortunately, not all the paint jobs are to everyone's tastes, and I think it's fair to say that a good percentage of the paint jobs are extremely basic. Single colour or two-tone skins are a great example of this. Now, Commando Cohen Leth has something to say about all of this and has released concept art for 100 paint jobs. You can see some of them in the video right here, and in my opinion these are extremely good. You can see a link to the album in the video description, which will take you to individual images for each of the 100 skins. Now, whilst paint jobs in Elite aren't to everyone's tastes, it does appear they are very popular, and it's highly likely they make Frontier a whole lot of money. Personally though, whilst I haven't purchased a skin for a very long time, I'd be inclined to take a very close look if the store had more paint jobs as good as these. So, awesome work to Commander Cohen then. If you're anything like me, then you will have a hell of a time when it comes to collecting materials. Fortunately, YouTuber The Lords of Elite has us covered with their new video series, Better Ways to Farm for Materials. Now, there's good ways of collecting these materials and there's not so good ways. Lords of Elite walks through many of the better ways. If this sounds like something that would help you out, then do check out their YouTube channel. As of this recording, there are currently 3 videos to help you on your way. Taking a look at the game's galaxy map as it currently stands, and you will see that the most recent attacked station is less than 80 light years from Earth. The Thargoids themselves are a lot closer and have been spotted as close as 40 light years to Sol. Deneb Algae and Spock's 253 are just 2 of the systems that are currently full of Thargoid activity, and this includes both scouts as well as multiple interceptor variants. So players are out there currently defending the 2 systems in the hopes that it will prevent a Thargoid attack on the stations within these systems. Following the trail of destruction that the aliens have left over from the past few months, it's very easy to see where they are heading, or at least it seems quite likely that the Thargoids will arrive within Sol in the next few weeks or so, or maybe even less. The downside about all this though is that it may well be impossible to prevent their arrival in the Sol system. Though if it follows recent events, then players have been able to prevent attacks by fighting off Thargoids within non-human signal sources. Whether or not this will be possible within Solo remains to be seen. And there is of course the other possibility that the Thargoids' arrival in Sol may coincide with the release of Chapter 2 of Beyond. Either way though, I personally hope that when and if the aliens arrive in the home of mankind, that we get something far more than just a repeat of burning stations. That then brings us to an end of this episode of 3304. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys and girls next time.